Hi, we're Greg and Carol, and today we wanted to talk to you about the B word, budgeting. So it can be scary, it can be intimidating, it can be daunting, and it could be frustrating. So we'll try and give you a few thoughts and ideas on the best way to establish a budget so you can live within your means and still enjoy yourself. One thing I would suggest before you even start a budget is start keeping a spreadsheet on all your expenses. You'd be surprised at how your money's going out. And I mean everything. Every time we go to McDonald's, I put it on the spreadsheet. I just want to see where it's all going. And then once you have that, do it for a month. And then once you have an idea of where everything is going, then make your budget. A lot of things you want to include, naturally, any kind of rent or house payment, any kind of car payment, any kind of loan you have, and credit cards. Now, I don't know where you are in your credit cards, but it's best to get those paid off. If you can get those paid off and pay them off every month, that way you don't have that interest going on. You also, in a budget, you also want to include an emergency fund, all the other things, and then also like gifts like Christmas and birthdays, things like that. But this is one that some people, when I've talked to them before about, they're a little surprised that I say this, but you need to have what I call a fun account, and that's where it's something for your enjoyment, whether it's buying yourself a new pair of shoes every month, something frivolous. Not that shoes are frivolous, but maybe you don't actually need that pair of shoes, but you'd like to have it. Going to the movies, you have to have some kind of account or in money budgeted into your account so that you can enjoy yourself, because if you don't, you're going to resent your budget and then you're not going to follow it because of that. What were some things you were saying?
Just where you need to budget, like for stuff that you can't get rid of on a month to month basis, like your house payment, car payment, insurance, water, electric, gas.
Yeah. Now, I'm sorry.
No, just stuff like that.
And one thing that I would strongly suggest, once you have your budget established, and if you'll do that spreadsheet for the first month, that'll give you an idea of what all you need to include in your budget. Okay, let's say your rent, I don't have any idea, or your month, let's go with car payments. Let's say your car payment is $535. I don't know. Try to make a $600 payment. Whatever your payment is on the long-term things that you're trying to pay off, the house or the car, bump it up if you can to the next $25, $50, or $100. This way you're paying extra on it, and then if you have enough extra in your budget, I would pick your smallest bill that you can knock out, whether it's a credit card, a loan, any type of loan, and pound that thing, pay it off. Once you get that paid off, take that amount of money and pay it on the next one. And in the meantime, keep paying that, like I said, if your car payment's $435, pay $450, pay $500 on that. But keep paying after those accounts, and you'll be surprised that it'll take a while to get it rolling. But once you get that first one knocked out, the others are going to start falling, and you can get it paid off. And I know it's going to be tempted to just, take that money and blow it somewhere, but you don't want to. This will give you some financial freedom, and you'll have more money than you ever thought you could have. And it doesn't matter what your budget is, try to work on. I mean, if your budget's so tight, and we've been there when we have to save up to buy toothpaste. We've been there, but we're not there anymore. So it can happen. I was going to say something and I forgot it.
I don't know.
Okay. But you do want to keep an emergency fund. We'll talk more about emergency funds in another video. But you can do a budget. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. And like I say, when you make your car payments, get that paid off, and then keep paying yourself that same payment so that you can be ready to make another purchase of a car outright. Let's see.
Or a bigger house, whatever you would like to have.
Well,
but if you don't have all of those other payments, it makes it a whole lot easier, because you not only have money put in the bank, you don't have any of those other bills to have to worry about.
Well, and also keep in mind, I know some people like fancy cars, big houses, and there's nothing wrong with that. But is that in your budget? If it's not, maybe you can get your budget there. Or maybe by the time you get your budget there, you're like, you know what? I don't need a house that big, because keep in mind the maintenance, the insurance, just the heating and air for it costs more with a bigger house, which again, that's okay if you can afford it, but just make sure it's in your budget. I think that's everything. So budgets can work for you and be your friend, and budgets can also
drag you down.
But make them work for you, and I'm telling you, they can work. So start with just seeing where your money's going. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised when you start tracking everything. You're going to be surprised how much you're spending in areas that you thought was just a few dollars here and there, and that's going to add up. And then make your budget, and I think you'll be a lot happier once you get your budget working for you. Bye.